Hey friends, today we're going to talk about a unique country where culture and modern life blend perfectly, New Zealand. Before we start, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you can get more amazing and informative content like this. Now let's check out some weird, beautiful, and surprising things about this country. One thing a lot of people get curious about is that in some places here, people AI goes by many names, and tourists are often amazed to see this kind of vocal art. There's something really cool in the Otago region. Near the Cardrona Valley, there's a spot where tourists leave their marks. As a kind of quirky tradition, some female tourists hang their bras on a railing or wire and take photos. It sounds strange, but it's actually become a tourist attraction. People from New Zealand are usually called Kiwis, named after the country's national bird, the kiwi, a small, harmless, but really special bird. In terms of population, the country is relatively sparsely populated. Even though the total population here is a few million, it's much smaller compared to many big countries. Interestingly, there are actually more sheep than people in this country. There's a common saying that you can say there are several sheep for every person. The currency is the New Zealand dollar. Its value varies fairly on the international currency market. If you want to convert it to Indian currency, you need to check the current exchange rate. Also, due to the environment, conservation efforts, and biodiversity, there are no snake species here. In other words, generally, snakes are generally thought not to live in the natural environment here. Wellington is the capital of New Zealand. It's a calm, cultural city where many people live, and it's the center of the country's government activities. Auckland is one of the biggest cities, known for its beauty, seaport, and city life. At the same time, this area has over 50 ancient volcanic cones, giving the city a unique landscape. The country's economy is based on various sectors, with livestock, especially wool, playing a big role. Production is significant. While Australia leads in this sector, New Zealand is also well known for its exports. Thanks to legal protections, same-sex relationships and marriages are fully legal here. This shows how much the society values personal freedom. However, local laws and customs around the legal marriage age do vary a bit. Even so, laws and social realities can change over time. Financially, many benefits make measuring income here pretty favorable. The per capita income is relatively higher compared to many other countries. There's more demand than supply. Tourism is a major driver of the local economy. Every year, a huge number of tourists visit this place, generating revenue worth millions. Cities like Wellington, Auckland, Christchurch, Dunedin, Queenstown, Hamilton, and Napier are favorites among travelers. In each city, you'll find beautiful architecture, friendly people, and clean streets. New Zealand has two national anthems. One is the traditional English song, God Save the Queen, and the other is a native song. Compared to national anthems in other countries, there might be two album-like versions here. The country also has some famous Bengali scientists. For example, scientists like Ernest Rutherford are known for their contributions to atomic research and have earned high honors in the world of science. A great example of social life in New Zealand is that people love walking or ramping around. Because of this, most people stay physically active and lead healthy lives. On special days of the year, like Easter, Christmas, and Good, on Fridays, TV shows are organized with commercial breaks or specific rules. On such days, broadcasting follows different regulations. This country is quite strict about issuing foreign visas. Sometimes, because of these rules and restrictions, travel planning takes time. Also, under Australia's constitutional setup, there's a special relationship with New Zealand. Besides some historical diplomatic exceptions, the two countries share a long-standing connection. Many New Zealanders are of European descent, especially with strong British influences in their heritage. That's why the history is well-rooted in English. The Rajdanda and Crane Commonwealth have left all sorts of cultural marks. Recently, changes in the monarchy and related issues have also found their place in history. There are some pretty quirky stories too. Like, there's this one street that's insanely steep. Walking on it can feel almost impossible, but tourists are totally amazed just watching people go up and down. These little fun stories from the cities have become must-know stuff for visitors. Friends, I'll wrap up by sharing a few more unique facts about New Zealand. There's a lot to its national and social history that really shapes the country. It's what makes the country unique. For example, it was way ahead of many others by granting women the right to vote as early as 1893. On the other hand, things like driver's licenses, population rules, and community safety regulations have their own unique style here. In some cases, the driving age is even lower. These are all results of local laws and policies. When it comes to education, health, and employment, people's quality of life is generally pretty well measured. Although rugby is the national sport, cricket is also super popular. Sports are a big part of people's lives here. Besides, on days like Anzac Day, people in the country remember their military history, highlighting national pride and honor. Also, the place attracts international tourists because of its vibrant arts and culture scene, film festivals, and natural beauty. The stunning landscapes, mountain peaks, vast lakes, unique forests, and peaceful coastlines all combine to make New Zealand a tourist paradise. Especially notable are some lakes that are said to be the clearest in the world, where you can see down as deep as 80 meters. The clarity here is simply amazing. This natural charm keeps tourists coming back for more. The country's calling code and other details are clearly laid out, making it easy for travelers to get around. Plus, the warm hospitality really wins over visitors. There's never been any controversy over ads on TV, and sometimes ads have even been pulled after airing. All in all, New Zealand is a place where natural beauty, cultural heritage, and modern life blend together to offer a unique experience. If you enjoyed this short documentary-style translation, please give the video a big thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you won't miss out on more informative videos like this in the future. We'll meet again with the story of another country. Until then, take care, everyone. Namaste. New Zealand is a unique island nation where modernity and tradition exist side by side. From the history of the Maori people to today's high standard of living, the country is full of incredible diversity. The capital is Wellington, and Auckland, the biggest city, is the heart of culture, economy, and tourism. The country's natural beauty, clear blue lakes, green forests, snowy mountains, and coastlines, attracts tourists from all over the world. There are more sheep than people here. The kiwi bird is the national symbol. In 1893, New Zealand became the first country in the world to give women the right to vote. Rugby is the national sport, but cricket is also popular. Tourism, wool production, and scientific contributions have boosted the economy. From modern marriages to social freedoms, New Zealand is a leading country. New Zealand is one of the most honest and safest countries in the world. With its nature, culture, and the hospitality of its people, it truly is a heavenly destination. If you found this informative video helpful, please like and share it with everyone. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and stay with us. Thanks for watching. Woman can do this out of her own free will, and it's done within personal boundaries. There are clear rules to handle any kind of illegality or abuse here. This depends on the local laws and policies. Geographically, New Zealand is a beautiful island country in Oceania. It's made up of several islands scattered across the southeastern Pacific Ocean. Most people mainly live on the North and South Islands. History says the first people found here were from the Maori community. It's believed they arrived around the year 1200 AD. They permanently settled here. Since then, Maori culture spread throughout the area and remains a key driving force behind the country's diverse traditions even today. Although European colonization arrived relatively late, the country quickly developed into a modern state. New Zealand has a unique geographical feature. How far you can go out to sea varies from place to place. Much of the land is coastal, surrounded by the Pacific Ocean. Another interesting natural feature is that some lakes here aren't just the usual blue. Some have a greenish tint. The locals call them walk around or hang out on the beach completely naked, and it's totally normal in the local community. No need to show neglect or regret. At the same time, this country is so modern that it's not unreal. Here, old traditions and laid-back, chill culture still thrive day by day. It's not just men who are present in society. Women play a strong role too. In many places, people even say there are more women than men. Nature here is incredibly generous. That's why even from 1,000 miles away, people get amazed just by looking at pictures. There's one thing I have to mention. In New Zealand, the legal aspects of the sex industry or sex work have their own specific terms, where only adults are involved.